when you vote down 17-112 this evening and you cancel the Anderson project, we, meaning our group, will work with you and a new administration to make the Muncie site a world-class elementary campus. I think that is a proposal that you need to carefully consider what I'm saying. Because one of the things that the three board members have been able to accomplish, Carl and Joyce and Linda, is that they have brought together in this community a coalition of people on this issue. And I'm telling you tonight, I'm representing to you in good faith, that I think that we can work together, all of us, and come together with you, and we can turn the Muncie campus into a great place, a great site. And we all know, every one of you know in your heart, that that's what needs to be done. Carl, we all have seen the video. We know your feelings about this. And frankly, I think you make some good points. I would make some other points. There really is no option when you look at Muncie versus Anderson. The whole Anderson project has been spawned by illegitimacy, and it's based on a deliberate sabotage effort by your director. We pointed that out in affidavits to you.
Merritt, we've read the affidavits, so you don't need to go through that.
I'm sorry. This is my time to talk. I'm sorry.
But I don't want you to attack.
You may not want me to, but I have a right to speak.
As it relates to the Anderson project.
I am speaking to the Anderson project, and that's what I just said. Now, the affidavits were clear, and there was about the sabotage involved, and to move forward on this particular item here tonight is a waste of taxpayer money, and it is a neglect of the Muncie building. It continues to be used, but not maintained. And our children are in that building, folks. You have made no response to the affidavits. We have made repeated attempts, Joyce, to contact you and speak to the board about this, and we have not been permitted that opportunity. And no, we do not want to speak to the superintendent. We want to speak to the board, and I'll cover that in a moment. But instead, what has occurred is an internal cover-up investigation. It is akin to the fox asking the fox who ate the chickens. And we all know all too well that investigations require independency and integrity. In a few minutes, I'm sure we're going to hear a bunch of excuses about the affidavits, Joyce. You're going to try to tell us about them, and maybe Bonnie will talk to that. But I'm submitting to you this is a biased source. There has been a persistent ignorance about your statutory power and your statutory responsibility as it relates to the school corporation. I commend to you Indiana Code 20-26-5-4, which is the specific powers enumerated. There are over 20 paragraphs in this statute outlining all of the powers that you have as board members. And there are really too many verbs for me to repeat there. But if you haven't read that statute, it's over 3 pages long in the book that I've brought with me tonight. If you haven't read that statute, please take the time. You will learn that the State Board of Accounts has zero authority over you as relates to this pending matter. That the administration may recommend, but they serve at your behest, and they do not have the right to direct or commission any investigation or action without your approval. Outside counsel needs to be employed by you in trying to get freebies from the Indiana State School Board Association is not what is needed. You need to pay up and pay for the help because you need it.
Mr. Alcorn, how does this relate to the Anderson project?
Because you're not getting outside independent source to help you with the Anderson project.
What does any of the allegations have to do with the Anderson project?
Well, the allegations have to do with the Anderson project, Jason, because the allegations go to the fallacy of the premise on which the Anderson project is based.
Well, we're not talking about fallacies and premises. We're talking about the Anderson
we are. That's the point. You can't make the decision.
Comments to the Anderson
You
project.
cannot make the decision for the Anderson project because you think that you're basing that on a false premise. Okay. Again, I think I have a right to speak here, Jason. I don't mean to be short with you, but I think you would respect all people respect my right to speak. Because I know you to be a constitutional advocate.
Follow the rules.
Yeah, I am following the rules. I just told you what the relevance is.
3 steps away.
You need to get your own lawyer and not the recommendation of a fox about this. Now, there's been suggestion that we have been personal, Joyce. And that is, this is not a personal matter. This is a business matter. We are here because we believe this Anderson project needs to be stopped. The Muncie project needs to move forward. And we're here out of friendship to you and to the other 2 board members. The governance of the school corporation has gone off the rails. And when friends are doing things that are wrong, it's important to stand up, and it's our duty to try to help. And that's honestly why we're here. And we are pledging to you that if you will work with us and stop this decision and move forward, we will do everything that we can to make this Muncie project a reality. But this is not personal, and we asked you to stop drinking the Kool-Aid on this and sit down with us, have a reasonable conversation how we're going to move forward on making our school corporation and the Muncie project a world-class elementary campus. Thank you.